Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, we're having a fun game tonight, Tyranids versus Space Marines, and they've selected the Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. We rolled the mission, we're playing the same mission we played last time actually, so that was Big Guns Never Tire, and 5 objectives once again. I'm currently going second. I'm just going to run through the Space Marines army. So over on the left here we've got a command squad in a Rhino, 10 tacticals in a Rhino. Over there there's a smaller group of tacticals with a orbital strike captain. Then we have a Vindicator there. In reserves there's 5 Terminators and 3 bikes. Now I've gone for hopefully what's going to be a fun list tonight with the Genestealers. So I've got 5 groups of Genestealers. I've got 2 Broodlords. I've infiltrated them. So there's 1, 2 there, another one in the middle, 1 here, 1 at the back. And of course I've got the Flyrant. Objective wise we've got 1 at the back here, 1 right in the middle, there's 2 either side, and there's 1 up over there. So like I said, I'm currently going second. I'm going to roll off and see if I can steal the initiative. 1, no, upside down. My Flyrant here, he's got a Catalyst and the Horror. So I've got 3 Horrors on the table. Okay, here we go then, turn 1 for the Space Marines. Okay, so that was turn 1 for the Space Marines. They moved back a little bit to keep me away from them, and then shot from that Rhino into here, lost 1, and then the Vindicator here, and I lost 4. So it took 50% casualties just from that couple of little shots. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think I can last a whole game just standing on the objectives, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so Tyranid turn 1. Okay, so that's my turn 1. Went in the air with the Flyrant, moved up there, shot that tank, managed to get 2 hull points off, so it's on its last hull point. Going back to the psychic phase, I just gave myself Feel No Pain on the Flyrant, and then this unit here. The other units just moved and ran up there towards the Space Marines. So that was it. So now it's turn 2 for the Space Marines. Okay, so turn 2 there for the Space Marines. Both units of reserve came out. These Terminators, they went there, scattered right the way over here. They shot me, I went to ground, and I lost a couple of Stealers. I lost a couple from each of those units there. The orbital bombardment came down but scattered off, didn't kill anything. Over this side of the table, the Vindicator seems to be slightly worried about this coming over and shooting it, so it's moved right the way back in the corner. And the bikes came up on over there. So that's it. So we're now looking at turn 2 for the Tyranids. Okay, so my turn 2 there. Didn't really do a great deal, moved these up slightly. I attempted to do the Horror with the Broodlord and the Flyrant, which I moved from there up over there. Horrored that unit behind the building twice, but I failed to get it out. However, I did get my Feel No Pain out, but I did Perils on that, but I rolled a 6. I've now got that 3+ invulnerable save. I then had to use all of my shots to destroy this Rhino, just to try and get first blood basically. I'd love to have shot the Vindicator, but I had to get first blood. So I managed to wreck it. The guys got out, they weren't pinned. First blood to me, but it's now going to be the Space Marines turn 3. Okay, so Space Marines turn 3 there. The Terminators moved and ran up towards these Stealers on this back objective. This Rhino moved up here. The guys got out just hiding behind the Rhino. The Bolter shot my Genestealers here, but I saved 2 saves, which is good. And then the other units right at the back there, they all shot my Flyrant. I had to make 2 saves. I managed to save them, especially with the Feel No Pain on the last dice. The Vindicator just made a massive 12-inch movement just up over there. And that was it. So we're looking at now turn 3 for Tyranids. Okay, so that's my turn 3. Didn't do much moving, just jiggled about here. I moved these Genestealers up towards the Terminators, and then in the psychic phase I did double Horrors here on that unit, and I did a Horror onto that unit there, and I failed everything, or at least I did no pinning. Then I proceeded to shoot the Flyrant at the Vindicator. I managed to wreck it, which was really useful. Not such success over this side. I assaulted the Terminators. I managed to kill one. I got no rending attacks through. And then I'm running. I've got 2 guys there and they're running. So that's it. Turn 4 now for the Space Marines. Okay, so that was turn 4 there for the Space Marines. These guys shot out my Genestealers, moved up towards that objective. Over here I had to go to ground, took some shots from here, managed to save everything though, it's useful. The Flyrant again managed to save with the Feel No Pain. Over this side of the table the Rider moved out of the way. These guys came up, shot and assaulted my Steelers with the Broodlord. Killed 3 from rending. I lost 4 or 5 Steelers. And then I started to run, so I'm currently running away there. Ran 11 inches. Okay, so that's it. Turn 4 now for the Tyranids. Okay, so that's my turn 4. The Tyranids that were here managed to regroup. I tried to do the horror on these Terminators to try and pin them to stop them getting the objective, but I didn't get the power out. These Genestealers here moved up. I assaulted the command squad, the couple that were left. Managed to wipe them out. Lost a few Genestealers as well. Got 4 left. They just consolidated back in the terrain. These guys here did the horror on there, or at least the Broodlord did. I managed to pin them. The Flyrant, he's landed and just gone on top of that building. I shot the command squad that were the Warlord that's behind there, and I managed to get 2 wounds off of him, so he's just down to 1 wound. He's just a captain. And that was it. So we're looking now at turn 5 for the Space Marines. Okay, so turn 5 there for the Space Marines. They moved the Terminators up onto this objective. They've moved the troops up over there onto that objective. The bikes just turbo booted up here. I did get some shots from up on my Flyrants there, but no wounds. That was it. So we're moving now to turn 5, potentially the last turn for the Tyranids. Okay, so that's my turn 5. Managed to pin that unit there. The Flyrant went back up in the air. He shot a few of the squads at the back there with the Warlord. Space Marines haven't got that objective. I've got the line breaker there. I've got these 3 objectives here. I've got 1 point from big guns with the Vindicator. Space Marines have this objective here and line breaker as well. So it is a victory for the Tyranids. It's quite surprising actually how I managed to survive in the middle of the table there, to be fair, but I think the Flyrant was a bit of a distraction there at the back. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the game. Watch out for the next battle report. Thanks for watching.